to come in and do that. I'm proud of the guys for going down there in the fourth quarter with a game basically out of hand and putting together a 7-minute drive against a good defense.
Sorry, I remember the one where you guys scored a little hit with Vixen with Joe playing.
Yeah, I mean, took the lead, but it is what it is. Didn't do anything good enough to win a ball game today.
Zach said, don't get it twisted. You know what the team is made of. That same sentiment?
I do. I know what we're gonna, how we're gonna prepare, and we got 7 games left to show who we are. So it's getting tight, and not many more times. I want to stand. If I stand here and do this again, not many more times we can afford. So we're gonna prepare. We got a weekend off, and a lot of big division games coming up.
The mood in the Bengals locker room postgame was one of optimism yet uncertainty. Joe Burrow, wearing a multi-layered wrap around his sprained right wrist, declined to speak to reporters from his locker. Teammates were left to process a reality they did not expect, with several calling Burrow our leader and hoping for a swift recovery. But they're also prepared to win at all costs. Tyler Boyd reminded me, we have one of the best offenses in the league, one led by Jake Browning for now.
Joe give us our best chance of winning any football games, but moving forward, Jake got us, and we got to rally him up, and we got to rally around him, and make even more plays for him.
I got a lot of confidence in myself. I think I'm borderline delusional when it comes to the optimism of hey, I'm going to go win the game. Going into the Monday night game where it was looking like I was going to play up until the last second, it was kind of encouraging for me. There's a sense of optimism and an excitement around, hey, he's going to get a shot to play, and not this doom and gloom.
At the end of the day, I trust Jake. He's been here, he's been in the system, and he's comfortable, and I'm ready to play with him.
A 5-5 record is not sitting well with the Bengals, a prideful team with playoff pedigree. They know a divisional crown might be out of reach, but a wildcard spot is not. As center Ted Karras put it, we have 7 games to show who we are.
Welcome to the Queen City Strikes podcast. I'm your host, Ray Summers. Shout out to my co-hosts, Mav, and Fox. Man, tell them what's up, y'all.
What's going on?
What's up on this now fully depressing Friday?
I hear you, bro. I hear you, man. This nasty, gloomy Friday here in Cincinnati, man. It's all rainy, man. Episode 63, scary hours, man. Here we go, man. Here we go, y'all. I'm sure everybody know, and Phenom from Maverick was saying, yeah, the Bengals lost last night, man, 34-20. But the most major news, man, Joe Burrow is declared out for the season due to the right wrist injury. So for right now, we're going to just put the notes to the side. I was going to know how y'all feeling. How y'all feeling with all this going on?
Go for it, Fox.
Because I could start first. I'll start first.
Yeah, you go ahead.
All right, because let me just tell y'all how we all got here today. So earlier this week, Fox, your boy, writes comments on one of the shows that we just did. Just one of the shows we just did.
And
he said his piece, I said my piece, and then next thing you know, the next day, Deshaun Watson out for the season. I'm like, oh shit, oh shit. Man, I talked to both of y'all. I'm like, yo, you see your phones? You see this shit? So I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna say nothing because I'm a spiritual person, man. I know, when you start to, start bringing in dark energy, a whole, you open up a whole portal of fuck shit, literally, no joke. And I ain't gonna excuse no language on this episode because I'm going all the way in on this episode. So following with that, man, we had the game last night. Everything went well. Like I said, the first quarter, everything went well. Well, for the most part, everything went well. They kind of matched it out. Then they went up 10-7. They got the touchdown with Joe Mixon. So they put them up 10-7. After that touchdown, we saw Burrow on the sidelines hurt. So I'm like, Whoa, okay. I just thought it was just a little sprain, just like anybody else. Just thought it was a sprain. Then as the game went on, they declared him out. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, all right. I'm like, well, hopefully they just, we about to go in my head, I'm like, all right, we're about to be on this long bye, this 10-day break. They're probably going to just rest him out, fine, respectable. As the game goes on, Jack Browning gets his first career start. Didn't look too bad, just to throw that out there. Didn't look bad at all. Did throw up a touchdown towards the end of the game to Jamar Chase, which was a beautiful play, by the way. That can't get ignored that he created. But then, after the game, here comes the speculation. What's going on with Joe? What's going on with Joe? What's going on with Joe? Joe. You thought everybody in Jersey said Burrow on the back. It was just Joe. So this morning, as we're talking to y'all right now at 4 p.m., well, not even this morning, just about like 15 minutes ago, man. But earlier this morning, the whole investigation took place. They're talking about trying to figure out if the Bengals was lying on the injury report, right, being shady, yada yada yada. And then as hours go on, because we're still waiting on the news, and then like I'm about to tell y'all just now, like I said, he's out for the season. And then now this is where I get mad. Because they have, like, outside of this show, there's a bunch of Bengal shows, a bunch of Bengal influencer shows and all this shit. But they got a lot of shows that are that they have people in position that speak for the whole fan base. Like they got them on Bleacher Report. They got them, they got their face all over to where exactly who they are. I'm talking about Goodberry. You know exactly who the fuck they are. So after this news gets leaked, the whole fan base takes off their mask, and now all of a sudden, let's tank the season. Let's go for a draft pick and all this shit. It's like, what type of loser mentality shit is that? It's like, I'm gonna say it again, bro. And I told y'all earlier today, we are sitting at 5-5. The next 3 games that we got coming up, we got Pittsburgh coming out this break after Thanksgiving. Next, we got Jacksonville. Then we got the Colts. If y'all asses don't believe that we could get to 8-5, or at least or at least 8-5, bro. If you don't believe we get 8-5, just stop rooting for this team. Just literally stop rooting for this team. Because like I just said at the beginning of this of my rant, y'all acting like every jersey says Burrow on the back. Y'all forget that we're about to have T. Higgins back. We're about to have Hubbard back. We're about to be full strength minus agent number 9. But it's just like, to me, and I hate to say it, and I hope he rests up. I hope he, take his time coming back, because we've been going through this whole fiasco this whole season. Even seeing him on the sideline, I was kind of like confused because they put that little calf wrap thing on his shit again. So I'm like, what's going on? So in my eyes, it's like a blessing in disguise, because it's just like, now we get to finally see what we got with this offense. And we kind of got a glimpse of that last night with that, even though he didn't get a full game, like I said, he did a decent job in my eyes. But what I don't respect is a lot of people talking about tanking the season, talking about, we should do this, we should do that. There's no positive message. And they got these folks literally advertised and they ain't put out no positive message, yo. So it's just like, I'm just here to tell y'all, man, it's like, if you don't believe this team making it to 8-5, or at least just getting in the wild card spot at 10-7, I told y'all on the last episode, the magic number is 11. Yes, they could get in there with 10, like I said, at 10-7, but yeah, you'd be a wild card, and most dominantly, your game be away, and most likely would probably be at Baltimore again, probably. That's just a guess.
Yeah.
I'm just a guess. But if we are, it'll be a whole new, complete different team, whole new different game plan. We start seeing Mixon getting the ball more after he got hurt. So I'm just like, we could finally see the ball being spread around evenly, that everybody needs to get touches, yo. But what do y'all got to say, man? So I can feed off what y'all saying.
You can take it, Fox.
I do think that, I've seen a lot of people saying, pack it up, Cancun time. You know what I mean?
Bro, hold on. I seen a chick, bro. I saw a chick posted herself crying. People saying, "Oh, let's do a group cry session at Paycor." What type of weak asses y'all are, bro? Like, who raised y'all, man? We are 5-5. We're not 4-6, bro. We're not. We ain't 5-12. We ain't 5-9. It's like, where y'all mind at? Literally, like with this team, it's like either you're just looking at just one person or you're just looking at the whole team. But for what I'm seeing, looking at like social media and just looking at like just the forecast, y'all only care about one motherfucker. And like, and that has to go. Like there's so many people on this team that contribute, like, you know, to this team that grind out day in and day out, and y'all ain't even giving them respect, and y'all just caring about one person. And I'm not disrespecting Joe Burrow at all, but it's just like the fan base that we have is so one-sided, bro. It's disgusting. So it's like, yo, grow some. We are 5-5. We got 7 games left. Anything can happen, bro. Go ahead, Fox, man. My bad.
The thing that kind of helps us out is, like you said, we got Pittsburgh. We got Pittsburgh twice. Who they got? Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, they got Kenny Pickett.
You say you got Jacksonville. You got to play
Trevor.
Cleveland again whenever, you know, at the end of the season, they got a backup quarterback.
Yep.
So I wouldn't put it past us to, you know, like you said, the game plan is definitely going to change.
Hell yeah.
It's not going to be the same thing. So you do have the ability. It's going to be work. It's definitely going to be work.
Hell yeah.
It's not going to be no easy, you know, easy peasy, you know.
Oh, yeah.
What you say, the magic number 10 or 11, maybe?
Yeah, 10 or 11. I like 11, but
like
10.
You said, everything is going to have to switch up. You got to give, what's his name, Jake or Jack? Which one is it?
We'll say Jake. It's Jake, sorry.
Okay, so, you know, I give Jake credit because he didn't have reps with the first 10, you know what I mean? So for him just going in there and like, hey, we need you, you know, step up. We saw he started targeting Trent a lot because, you know, like we said, that's who he worked with. But give the man some time. Like you said, I would never throw the season away like that and be like,
hell no.
Crap. Like you said, and we talked about the game plan will change. Run heavy.
Thank you. It'd be about time.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, Mixon is doing his thing. He did great that game against Baltimore, who's supposed to be the #1 defense in the league, I believe. I mean, he was. I don't know how many yards he had total, but he was popping them for like 7-8 yards a carry. So I mean, maybe 5 to 6, whatever. But we'll have to see what happens, man. Never give up.
Yeah,
I don't believe in that neither, man.
Yeah, Mixon had 16 carries. Yeah, Mixon had 16 carries for 69 yards. He was averaging 4.3.
Or it looked good, I'll tell you that. But we'll just have to see what happens, man. Yeah, but Cincinnati's always been like that. I hate to say it. That's just how it is.
This is the worst I've seen it, though.
Remember Carson Palmer?
Yeah. I mean, I remember, I'm sure Maverick remember when Dalton got hurt and then AJ came in. Everybody's doubting AJ.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was doubting AJ.
And he was doing better than them.
And look what happened. Everybody started flooding the gates. Oh, AJ to AJ. And, and we're going to get into him later, but it's
Don't
like.
forget about Ryan Finley until the Pittsburgh game.
Finley,
that too.
Yeah.
That too, man.
And they wasn't expecting. They didn't expect.
With the smile that'll go down in history.
Yeah, man.
Classic.
But, bro, I'm the same, yo. I've had it with folks, bro. It's like, oh my, y'all, they got to get better people, representatives of this team, bro. Like for social media people, or just, it's like, have us on there, bro. At least we keeping 100. Literally. We keep it 1,000. We've been keeping the same energy since the beginning of time, man. Go ahead, Maverick, bro. I ain't trying to cut you off.
Real quick, you know how we was talking about the name will go. We won't say his name on here, but we was talking about the person that commented on the pod, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember, but I told you, I was like, he even said that, we still believe that we can get to the playoffs with second or third string quarterback. Like you said, the Cleveland fan base, they don't give up. I don't know what's up with Cincinnati, man.
Told you, man.
It's just, I don't know.
And that's what kills me, man. Like, it's just like, and then they get mad And then like the crazy thing is like just before I pass y'all to you, Mav, like they was crying about the whole F Joe Burrow chants in the background. I'm like, y'all little goofy asses were cheering on Deshaun Watson getting hurt the other day. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about right now?
Right.
You can't have one or the other, man. Like, that's why I said what you put out is what you get, man. It's like that's why I said that's why you don't say nothing when stuff happens. You keep your mouth shut. You focus on your team, control what you control. That's it. But these motherfuckers went full vacation mode when they saw Deshaun Watson. And then once it happened to us, I'm like, oh, you see this? You see this? And it's like, bro, what the fuck did you going to bypass what you just did?
Right.
And there's a lot of people that was doing it too, man. Like, and that's like the norm. It's like when something wrong and they don't got a puncher bag to punch at, they literally pulled Deshaun Watson name out the hat. Literally, bro. Off rip. Go ahead, man. I got mad rant today, bro. I ain't lying to y'all.
No, you're good. Just kind of continue off of what you were saying. Obviously, I've seen the temperature in the room of all the people going back and forth saying, throw the season away, go for the higher draft picks. And you already know how I am when it comes to the offseason, how involved I get with it and how my hand gets going. And
yeah,
sorry to disappoint those that want it that way. My mind's not ready for that mode yet. We still got a season to play. We still have 7 games left. This is a next man up league. This is a professional league. That's why you have a backup quarterback when someone goes down.
Talk about it,
everybody
man.
else around the team needs to step up. Now, how many people were doing that same amount of crying the moment T. Higgins got hurt? How many of them were doing it the moment Sam Hubbard got hurt? Are those people missed and players missed? Yes. Can they be replaced? Yes and no. You can't replace what they do, but you can put a body there in place of them. You look at last year or even past several years, especially the way that Baltimore fans wanted to cheer, F. Burrow at the end of the game. They haven't had a full season with Lamar Jackson playing, and I couldn't tell you how long. I think maybe 1 since he's been in the league. So, way to show your class. But anywho, with their backup, they were still able to continue doing what they're doing with a great defense in that. There's things this team needs to do to better themselves. The defense, for one, needs to tighten up a lot. Right. This whole thing of hoping we're going to get a turnover at the right time and everything, that's got to stop, which we discussed in the last show. Joe Mixon was, I thought, doing very well in the game last night. You do have to focus more on, getting the run, but Browning is capable. You got to think he got thrown into the mix last night, and he's on the road in a hostile environment against arguably the top defensive team in the NFL. And I, again, thought he performed rather well without having every single weapon available. You have 2 of your top 4, I'll say, receivers out. So you're at 50% in your receiving core. The whole thing, again, with this investigation that the NFL wants to do, if you want to put these stills up onto the show when you do your editing, here's the picture that they're talking about that's in question of him showing up to the game. I just now sent it to you all. Let me know when it actually comes through if you haven't seen the image that they're referring to.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
So everybody's seen that image, which, again, you'll put on the show. Here's, to me, what that truly is, that they're making a big deal out of nothing, considering also, especially what's in his hand, is a tablet. And to me, it looks like one of the tablet, gloves when you're operating a tablet. So you're into playing in that, you're going over to plays and everything else. Obviously, he still has that on with the tablet still in said hand. There you go, NFL. I just saved you time. There's your investigation. So beyond that,
I never seen no shit like this before. Like, where you find this shit? Not you, Mav, but just saying. Know, but
do you agree with me? That's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's that. But either way, even if Burrow was 100% and played the game, what yesterday's loss meant truly is division crown winners probably 99% over. Playoffs is. So where there's a will, there's a way. Anything's still possible. There's a lot of teams in the NFL right now that's playing with backup quarterbacks.
Thank you.
And if last I checked, Pittsburgh's 6-3, and they're playing with a quarterback that might be slightly above a backup.
Bro. Telling you, man. It's these fans, man. But I was going off. I'm like, yo, y'all can stay gone, man.
I mean, it sucks. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to sit here and say it doesn't.
Sell your tickets, drop off your merch at the stadium.
Any merchandise of the Bengals that you have, you need to either return it, sell it, whatever
Literally.
you want. Don't watch the show. Don't watch anything Bengal related. Don't ever watch another game again.
Don't.
This is your best time to get tickets, though. I will say that because people gonna be selling.
Oh no, that's fine by me. Hey, if you want to do that, that's fine. If I can afford it, hey,
Exactly.
I'm baller on a budget. Let me go ahead and check these games out then.
Yep.
Right.
Just don't ask for it back when we start winning. Like, no.
The only thing I will say is I do hope Browning they work on his deep ball a little bit, man. He got a funky release or something. I didn't like the way his deep balls were going and how they like die mid-flight.
Yeah, it's too
Every
much
receiver
air.
had to slow down and come back to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Too much air. I believe you're talking about the one to Trent Irwin that was down on the sideline, and we got the pass interference.
And I think the Chase or somebody.
Yeah, the one to Chase. Yeah, it went out of bounds, but yeah, I know you're talking about Chase.
It's like he lofts it up, like
it's a weird Yeah,
I'm saying that.
Give more velocity, not air.
Right.
Yeah, he got that. When you start off playing Killer Man.
Mm-hmm.
Just throw that up.
Just throw that joint
Even
up.
though that pass worked out for Irwin with that pass interference, the DB wasn't expecting.
Right.
He got that Killer Man. Killer Man start off throw. But yeah, man, it's been a wild forecast, man. It's like I'm looking at, bro. I was sitting there just fuming on the way home. Like I'm driving, I'm like, these motherfuckers talking about let's tank the season, talking about drafts. Fuck a draft, bro. We've been doing that the last.
I talk about the draft. I talk about the next draft as soon as we pick number 7. I mean, I've already started to talk about the next year.
Yeah, I already know that, but it's like we still in like mid-season. It's like I said, man, we're still like anything can happen with the rest of the season, man. So it's just like I don't agree to like be talking about and we've been doing that the last like fucking 8 years. Draft. It's like I'm like, no, bro. You got to spend money in this league to win, bro. That's just the bottom line of it, bro. You got to spend money, man. All that draft shit, it only could get you so far. Only certain players could only you there's only certain players that have it in them, like your Jamar Chases or like I don't know, your best tight end, like your Kelsey's. Like there's only certain players in your defensive players. There's only certain players that got it in them like that. But not everybody got it in them.
They might not be in the first round. You don't know where they're coming from. You know what I mean?
Thank you, man.
I don't think Kelsey was a first round pick.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Yeah.
So you never know where they're coming from.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like not everybody got it in them, man. Some people are too heavily advertised and they don't show up when it's time to go. Such as, Miles Murphy, he kind of like, I'll say he slightly played better yesterday. Slightly. Not a whole much, but slightly played better. But Trey, look, he didn't miss a beat.
At all,
bro.
That's what I said. Was he really hurt? You know what I mean? Like, but he definitely
At all, man. Anything else to add, man? Anything else that y'all seen, man? Like I said, I was gonna come on this joint and start going off. Yeah, I name drop. I don't even care. Like I said, don't at me. I don't go back and forth with boys. So it's just like, yeah. I don't do all that shit, man. I'm just calling it how it is, man. It's just like
the only thing I could say is I said it in the last show. Once again, it proved last night. Finally, Anarumo finally pulled Scott's ass out the game, had battle in there, and there were 2 big crucial open field tackles that my boy took down. I think saved at least 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. You're right, because they went back-to-back field goals. Correct, man. Yeah, you're right. They went back-to-back field goals.
Out the game.
Yeah, bro.
I'm about sick of him.
I don't know what's
like he
going
always
on.
getting exposed, man. Maybe it's just that I was looking, but it looked like every big play is going his way. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. He kind of giving me like Kilpatrick vibes right now, bro.
Oh,
I ain't lying to you, man. Like
I thought you were about to say Eli Apple, though.
No, I mean, I don't know. Mav was real hard on Eli. Mav was real hard on Eli. Yeah, 20.
Because again, I'm an Ohio State fan, so I watched how the whole thing went, and I even argued back then he shouldn't have been a first round draft pick.
He did.
There was a history there.
He did. Mav ain't lying. I'm gonna say Mav knew more about him than I did. I was just like, But yeah, man. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, Turner, he definitely needs some work. But he was filling in for Cam Taylor, which is okay. I think I think they announced he's going to be day to day.
So that's a quad injury?
Yeah, it was a quad. Yeah, so he's gonna be day to day. They said.
Yeah, but it's lower, I believe, not upper, so that's good.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, well, so that's good. So with the 10-day break, like he should be back. That's what I'm saying. Like coming to the Steelers game that we'll talk about later in the show. Like I said, we should be full strength minus agent number 9. Going forward though, man, like I know we're talking about Browning, but like we talked about, like a couple episodes ago when we're talking, at the beginning of the season when the whole calf stuff was like the main topic, and we're talking about getting somebody, bringing somebody in to take over the feeling for Burrow. Right. So it's like now is it y'all cool with going with Browning, or you want to see AJ McCarron take some reps? That's where we're at right now. I was
gonna say, I'm gonna let you go ahead, Fox.
Honestly, I think I would give Browning some time because I wouldn't just throw AJ back in there because I haven't seen anything with AJ. I know that Browning has the ability he got some scramble in him. He has his deep ball might need some work.
Right.
But, I would rock with him for at least give him 2 games. I mean, okay. Where is AJ still at practice squad, right?
Yeah, I expect
he was. I expect sometime in the next couple of days he's going to get called up, and more than likely we'll be signing somebody else to the practice squad because we have to have 2 active quarterbacks on the roster. So currently there's 1.
Thank you, Maverick. Yeah, yeah, facts, man. I'm with that. Who you going with, Mav?
Who you going with?
For right now, it would have to be Browning. I mean, there's no question. As much as I'd like to see AJ McCarron, we're also remembering AJ McCarron of the past. He's not up to speed on, the playbook yet, even though, Grant, he's been with the team for a little bit. But you all got to remember when Burrow was down during the preseason, who had all, he got majority of the time with the number ones during practices, but then the number ones didn't play in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But, he's known the playbook. He's more familiar with everybody and everything else. So it's not, and there's a reason he got picked or chosen, whatever words you want to use here, to be the backup behind Burrow as the season went on. Well, now it's his time to shine. So you got to at least see, like Fox said, at least give it, 2-3 games, if not 4. Again, there's 7 games left. You give him a full quarter with, a month, and you don't like what you're seeing, you still got 3 games left to throw AJ McCarron in there, because then at that point you really do got to see exactly what do you have for next year, because you're not going to be carrying 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah, no.
So you're going to have to find out exactly what you got. And as great as AJ McCarron played in the XFL, there's a reason that's the XFL, not the NFL. The player talent is not the same and not even close. So, and I'm not taking anything away from AJ McCarron, but we at least have to let Browning, as Summers always like to say, give him his flowers. Let him have his little shot and see what he can do. And again, what I saw yesterday being thrown in, and again, hostile environment, defense, yada, yada, we already said all that. I don't think he performed bad at all.
No.
I don't think so
but
either.
Again, this is a 53-man roster. Everybody's focused on just number 9. So everybody else around him's just got to step their game up.
Yep.
The offensive line, I mean, the biggest liability right now is Volston. But the offensive line really needs to start doing we've been saying that. They need to do a lot better. Instead of, Frank Pollock sitting there saying glass eaters, they need to teach them to protect glass at this point. Stop eating it and start protecting it. That's
why I never bought onto that little nickname, bro. I was like, nah, that glass eater should.
I'm seeing different personnel groups, but it's still the same results. So
thank you.
I don't want to say where that's coming from, but just everybody else has got to, do their part.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Where I'm gonna go with this? I mean, I'm with y'all. Yeah, Jake Browning. Definitely Jake Browning. He's been with the team. Like I said, we even seen him was watching him at the back together Saturday. We saw how he was with the first team. This is while Burrow was going through the whole situation. He looked great. And then he looked great last night. If he had the full game yesterday, I believe we would have had a shot. I believe we would have had a shot to win the game yesterday. Even before all that stuff happened, I still believe we had a shot. But yeah, going forward, I feel like it's only right now with this 3-game spread, with these 3 games that I told y'all. I mean, Do I think they'll give him the whole 3 games? Maybe. I could see him give him like the first. If he pulls off the W against the Steelers, he's definitely gonna be starting against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Depending on what happened with the Jacksonville Jaguars, will be like the deal breaker. I feel like
Prime time.
yeah, because that might be the deal breaker. What will happen like going forward? Because then that's when you got, like you were saying, like AJ would be basically up to speed, learning to play. I mean, I'm sure he's been learning it like off the
Right.
off the grid, but outside of that, like letting Jake Browning take the start and AJ come behind. Pause. I feel like overall though, man, because y'all silly as hell. I feel like overall, like, because we're talking about the deep ball by Jake Browning. AJ got a cannon.
Yeah.
And I hear everything both y'all saying, including you, Maverick, about the XFL, NFL. At the end of the day, competitive is competitive, no matter how you're playing it. Even if you're out there playing flag football. I mean, if you're playing competitive, you're playing competitive. As long as people that's per like that are former players or going to be players, it's like it's still competitive. I still call it competitive at the end of the day. And these players are still getting brought into the league. Some of them are excelling in the league. Some are excelling in the league right now as we speak. So it's just like, I wouldn't really knock the XFL like that, because that's all they got them signed with the NFL, just to have a developmental league so they could bring players like these up so they could, get their shine on.
Right.
But,
again, developmental league.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. But competitive is competitive. And AJ's a former NFL player. Yeah, he had a downgrade, but, shit didn't work out on certain teams when he was in NFL after the Bengals. But outside of that, yeah, I'm with y'all. Jake Browning until further notice, but I'm ready for the AJ McCarron sweepstakes, yo. I'm ready for it.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time we've seen all the fans in the stands and everything else holding AJ signs and everything else.
It won't be too long, man. But who knows though, man? Like Jake seemed like he's ready. The post conference, the cameras is on him now. So I mean, it's time. It's time at this point.
If everybody can give so much attention to Brock Purdy,
thank you.
Give this man a shot, for God's sakes.
Thank you, man. Shit, they be giving Garner Minshew love. Like, yo, it's like there's a lot of folks, and then
okay, hold on. I don't mean to cut you off. Let me just backtrack to a different team, franchise, whole nine.
Let's go.
There's a reason when their starting quarterback, who is having a MVP season, mind you, went down for it was obviously the rest of the season, but I don't remember what week he went down.
New England Patriots.
Went on through. You're going too far back. I'm going a lot more recent. To not only get to the Super Bowl, but win the Super Bowl very convincingly, and his backup did superb to where he instantly became a starter and had the nickname Big Dick Nick.
The hell?
All you had to do is look back at my Eagles. When Carson Wentz was having an MVP season.
Nick Foles, okay.
Went down for Nick Foles. There's a reason he got the nickname, and it happened at that time.
I never even heard that shit. But go ahead, man.
I'm a Philly fan.
Yeah, you're a Philly fan.
The Bengals, I'm also an Eagles fan.
Yeah. Matt say Eagles fan too. But you ain't lying though. You're not lying. You're not lying. That's a great point. Like you're not lying. Like
to go further back than that, I'll stick to our own franchise. Everybody was all about Carson Palmer.
Yep.
We had Ryan Fitzpatrick. He stepped in.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden, Ryan Fitzpatrick became a starter, and the rest is history. Even though he became a journeyman, but he was successful everywhere he went. Yep. You don't know what you got until you get the opportunity. Whatever.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. That's you put that stamp right there. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah. Definitely. There was something about the salary I forgot, but it's all good. It's definitely all good. But yeah, I'm with y'all, man. Like I said, we will see, man. But yeah, definitely go with Browning on the way out until further notice. Up next, man, there's a lot of speculation, bro. Like they trying to get Logan Wilson like out of here. Trying to call him a dirty player.
Just because of Harbaugh, is this what you're trying to say with his tackle and shit?
Yeah, man.
It was a clean, legit tackle.
I know y'all didn't see Bart Fart on
they said that they're looking at it and trying to get the way that he tackled out of the
way that he tackled. They want that style of tackling to be to be banned. But at this rate, if you want everything that goes against you to be banned, then just switch to flag football.
Flag football.
You did a
At this
legit
point,
tackle, and they
sure.
can't help where their bodies land.
Thank
I
you.
mean, for God's sakes, you're playing a grown man fucking sport. If you're going to be
you.
like that, and I don't mean to bring another sport up or this tragic event, but then take the skates out of hockey because of what just happened recently.
That was tough.
That was
You know what I
wild.
mean? I'm just saying.
You ain't
You
lying.
know, I mean, all this stuff, they're trying to do everything they can to make the game safer. You already almost have every kickoff as a touchback.
Pretty much.
And
Yeah,
this,
which is
that,
boring,
and
by
this,
the
that,
way.
and the other. You know, it's like, at what point do you just want to completely eliminate your own game? I mean, if you really just want to be able to just stand there and not worry about getting hard hits or anything, go ahead and go play baseball.
Yeah. Or play pickleball. That's an up and growing sport. Go play pickleball, man.
Weird.
Go play pickleball, play dodgeball, you know. But yeah, it's because it's like, as a defender, what can you do when you got somebody, you tackling somebody like fucking that's the size paws of Mark Andrews, like a big ass refrigerator. Like, what can you do? You want to just like hop on his back and he would just carry you all the way to the end zone? Hell no, man. I ain't gonna get carried to the end zone, like jumping on this dude's back. I'm going for the legs. Going for the legs, man. It's an unfortunate, like, yeah, the way it went down, it got
It's just the
caught
way it
underneath him.
happened. We
It's
can't do
just
nothing about
you can't control that. That's part of the game. Like, just like we're talking about earlier, playing Killer Man, you know what I mean? Bro, we ain't about to go into all that, bro. Some folks just don't know, man. It's just where we're at now, like in 2023, we the most softest country right now, bro. Literally, bro. Just the outlook, like it's just too many weak hearts, bro. It's too many weak hearts in prime positions.
The NFL,
bro.
if anything gets used against you, whatever the case may be, and it's successful, those said teams want it to be taken away. So one of the things that the Eagles do really well is the so-called famous tush push.
Yeah.
You know, pushing the quarterback in. They can do it successfully, and nobody can really stop that. So other teams are going, that should be illegal. You shouldn't be able to push the quarterback. So get over it.
Yeah, like you said, yeah. They destroying their own product. You smoking your own product.
High off your own supply. Man.
Oh, bro.
Crazy.
Man, Roger Goodell, man. Hopefully they don't change that, but they looking at it, and I hope they don't change it, but we'll see. You know how they do when it hits the off season, they start making changes and all that shit, but we'll get into all that shit down the road.
Right.
All right, we just talked about Browning. We got through Cam. Let's talk about Logan. And we basically already talked about Browning's first career start, man. I mean, like I said, it was nice. So what's some positive and negatives from yesterday's game? Of course, the negative is the obvious.
You already know what the negative is.
Yeah.
Positive, I like the run game. I still want to, stick with how they was able to run the ball, how they moved the ball. He started a lot of. I seen a few screenplays. The blocking looked like it's kind of maneuvering so he can run, because before the fight they wasn't opening no holes at all.
They weren't.
So I don't know if they doing it now or not, but it just looked like it was working a little better.
Yeah.
That's definitely the positive that I look at out of that game.
It was a lot of holes in the defense on the negatives, man. Like for the passing, they was getting a lot of looks. And then the running defense, that has to be worked on. I feel like by the week since the Tennessee game, it's literally gotten like worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. To me. But last night, they was getting loose. It was a Gus and like the other dude, they was getting loose.
The tackling was like when that play that OBJ had on the sideline where he just spun around.
Did the spinner Rooney.
Wow. I mean, push him out of bounds.
That didn't happen to Jordan Battle, though.
Thank you.
That's your guy, ain't it?
He working, man. We said on the rewind. His whole jersey was dirty.
Hey, look, you could take it. My comments about Jordan Battle back all the way back to the draft episode. So
you ain't lying, man. His jersey was dirty.
I stick to my concrete road.
I heard that.
I think he even led like the team with tackles yesterday.
Did he?
Could be wrong, but I think he, like from the stats I've seen, I think he led with the tackles, man. But hey, sky's the limit.
Positive for me, I'll say, is when the officials finally started throwing flags on ball.
Yeah, that. Thank you for bringing that up. There was 2 calls. They shouldn't even score. They both end up with touchdowns. Yeah, it was a pass interference.
They're calling the pass interference on us and shit when no.
It was overthrown.
Third down. Both of them was third down.
And I guess one of them, I don't remember who it was now. I guess they were saying he spun him around or something. They were diving for it. He got in front of it and blocked the ball.
They full of shit, bro. Like Lamar was even throwing. He was throwing some overthrown. Like it was even like close to the receiver, man. It was like overthrown. One of them already. One of them, I think the first one, the ball already hit the ground, and of course, once the crowd start crying, then he threw it out. I'm like, what the fuck? Are you serious?
Right.
The ball already hit the ground. Then you heard, oh, threw it out quick as hell, man. I was like, you got to be shitting me, bro. And then the second one was even worse. I think that was either Bateman or OBJ, but it was way overthrown. Like, and then of course they had Turner was guarding him, so of course they called it. But Turner even touched him though. That was like the first time he didn't touch it, like the receiver. He was literally running like this. literally, he was confused as damn so. So yeah, thank you for bringing that up, man, because I did forget about that. But yeah, if those 2 calls got like called back, this could have been a close game, despite Burrow being out. But it still could have been a close game. The one play that kind of made me mad was like the deflect pass, man, that ended up for a touchdown. And dude did like a somersault in the end zone.
Hit drill.
That shit killed me too, because I'm just like, man, that was a third down, right? Like you're just saying, that was a third down.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't even know who he wasn't throwing the who called that Nelson somebody Aguilar.
I think that might have been him. Yeah.
But he wasn't throwing to him. The guy that he was throwing to was already gone. So man, it's just not working in our favor today, man.
It looked wild though. It went right off his forearm and landed right in his hands. I was like, whoa. So yeah, it was a lot of spooky shit going on last night, man. Literally. And then to top it off, what was going on with the drone incident? There was two appearances of a drone. Yeah.
Was it 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2.
Yeah, they stopped the game like twice. I was like, what the hell?
It's a ban to sale drones.
Yeah, they still talking about that to this moment too, trying to figure that out. I'm like, you ain't gonna figure it out, man. If ain't nobody shoot it down, you ain't gonna figure it out.
Heard that.
I know they ain't gonna shoot nothing down in the public, y'all. I know. Ain't nobody that smooth, yo. Unless you got a damn bow and arrow. But ain't nobody that smooth to do that shit in public. But all right, man.
Robin Hood, Daryl Dixon. Chick from Hunger Games.
Bro. She definitely could do it. Definitely. All right, now we're sitting at 5-5. I almost said 9-5. Now we're sitting at 5-5, man. What should we expect happening during this mini bye week, man?
That's a good question. Go ahead, man. I'll let you hit that one up.
I mean,
everybody enjoy their time off, finish resting, healing.
That's one.
For Steelers.
Thank you. That's definitely one.
That's got to be said.
That's definitely one. I don't see them doing any major moves. I'm seeing people talking about like, hypothetically, let's say this stuff doesn't work out with Jake and it doesn't work out with AJ, and you, Maverick, you brought up that they're going to get like a third person. Do y'all think they should get somebody right now? If you got somebody top of your head,
that's going to happen regardless.
Yeah, regardless.
Yeah. AJ McCarron's going to get bumped up because again, you need 2 quarterbacks on the roster, and then you'll need somebody on the practice squad, and that's all it's going to be. It's not going to be like the whole thing that Cleveland's doing. That was it Joe Flacco? I think was the name I heard today. That was going in for a workout.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Cleveland apparently has that money. They can keep doing stuff like that somehow. So let them go ahead and do that.
Is there a name that you would like to see quarterback wise?
I don't even know who's out there still.
Yo, I've seen people say Carson Wentz. I thought
they signed him in
the Rams. Yeah. He hit the Rams.
Rams, that's what it was.
I seen Tom Brady name get thrown out there. I'm like, y'all is drunk as fuck.
Tom.
So it's like Tom Brady, man. I'm like, bro,
man,
I don't see that. I don't see that. And then there's other names. I mean, like, even though he's a damn he works for Fox and all that shit. It's funny how he advertised himself, even though he's a fucking reporter. RG3.
Man,
He's been doing that campaigning.
I respect him for doing that, bro. That's a hustler right there, man. That's a hustler. He that dude. You ain't doing shit. You know, you on the phone anyhow. He said, "Come make your future better, man."
Maybe hopefully this week we can call Andrew Whitworth, get him to play left guard, and then we'll call Ryan Fitzpatrick. We'll have him come back.
I mean, there's a bunch. Like I say, you got RG3 out there. They said Carson Wentz. I saw I saw some photos of like somebody had like a group of 4, and then
was Andy Dalton in there too?
Yeah, he was in there.
Oh.
Thank you. That's one of them.
Dalton's not a free agent.
That's what I said. I was like, he's not even a free agent. But I saw him in there.
He's not a free agent.
He's at Carolina.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
He's not even a free agent. But I saw somebody put him in there. I was like, we should bring Dalton back. I'm like, bro, here we go. Then I said, Cam Newton's out there. There's a bunch. It's a good amount, but it's not high people.
Bet the house they would never do Cam Newton.
No, they won't, bro.
You know that.
They won't, man. They won't. They'll try to bring Joe back on a broken like thumb before they do that shit. But
this is the season of injuries. We got, like we was talking about, we got 6 to 7 quarterbacks that's out for the season.
Yeah, you got that list.
Yeah, you got like
twice there, Santa.
Kirk Cousins, crazy. Deshaun Watson, Daniel Jones, Joe Burrow, Aaron Rodgers, Anthony Richardson from the Colts. So
I forgot about him.
All these guys is out for the season. So I mean, I ain't never really seen it with 6 to 7 quarterbacks out.
Right.
For the season. You know what I mean?
Nick Foles is still available too.
Is he?
Yeah.
I won't call him that name. I can't call him that name, but
I mean, just outside the outside the quarterbacks, like I'll say it's a lot of players getting injured.
Is still available.
Okay.
Matt Ryan, Colt McCoy, Joe Flacco, Nick Foles, Trevor Siemian, Bryce Perkins, DJ Perry, Jake Luton, Chase Garbers. That's about all you got.
No, ain't no bells ringing with that.
Nah, man.
I don't know.
That sounds like a wild, like.
I just stick with what you got.
Again, you bring somebody like that in, you have 7 games left. By the time you catch them up to speed and everything's all good to go, you might only have 3 games left. And you're getting somebody off the street. It's not like you're the Minnesota Vikings who's picking up a quarterback who's been currently playing and starting for a team this season with what's his face?
Dobbs, ain't it? Ain't that his
yeah,
name?
That's it with Joshua Dobbs. Not everybody's going to get that lucky, but all these people are going to be off the street.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Hell yeah, man. We'll see, man. We'll see. But as of right now, man, it's Browning time. We got up next. Oh yeah, offense, defense, special teams, performance. Great, man. Go ahead, man.
I say for me, the defense. Once again, I'm just giving them enough. I mean, they didn't do enough for me to be able to, missing the tackles and this, that, and the other. I'm not going back down that road with them again at the moment. They just need to tighten their shit up. The offense, I don't know if it's fully fair to give a complete grade because before Burrow went down, we were winning, even though it was only like 3 points. And then, of course, the emotion and everything got completely sucked out when Burrow went down. And then your timing and rhythm with someone like Burrow, having to switch it all up with Browning, it's kind of hard for me to give a grade for the offense. So I'll just leave that with an asterisk.
NA.
Fair enough. NA, whatever you want to say. Special teams, it does suck that Money Mac missed that field goal.
53-yarder, yep.
3 yards.
Yeah, he did follow it up, with making it, was it next 2 or was it 2?
2.
I guess special teams, I'll put it at a B.
At a B. Fair enough. All right, Fox, what you got?
I'm a ride Mavs coattails. Defense, definitely, I would have to say, poor tackling. We got gas for big plays. and it's been happening pretty much all season. So they definitely need to fix some things, like you said, tighten up. And with that offense, I definitely got to say it kind of what you say, NA or
NA, yeah.
It is hard to gauge it with him coming in and it definitely looked like they played different. Once Joe went down, I ain't saying that the team gave up, but you could tell that the offense was kind of like, we ain't gonna. I'm not gonna say they said that they wasn't gonna win, but you could tell how they was running around the field that it's not the same vibe. So I definitely give it an incomplete because I got to see what my guys still got for the next game, Pittsburgh.
Fair enough.
Special teams, I go B. I don't blame Money Mac for missing that. What was it, 53? What was the first one? Like 50?
The first one was 50. He missed a 53. He only went for 2. I just checked. He only went for 2 field goals.
Okay, so I don't blame him for missing the 53. That's I know he hits them any other time, but it is 53 yards. So I'll go with the B for the special teams.
I'm with it. I'm definitely with that. Yeah, offense, I agree. Definitely, offense, definitely incomplete. It's just no grade at the moment, just due to the switch. But I'm with you. Like we talked about earlier, it definitely, and like I said in my rant, like we're about to see literally a lot of people getting the ball. Like it ain't gonna be a whole lot of heavy. It's gonna be more of a balanced style offense than just a pass heavy offense. So it's just like you're gonna see, from what I expect at least, I'm sure y'all agree or disagree, to see Mixon get the ball way more than he's been getting, and also inserting going up the middle snaps, man, like play actions. He was selling that play action. Browning was selling the play actions, Joe. He was getting loose on that shit. But yeah, definitely incomplete on that. Defense, yeah, man. Like defense, it's like, like I will say this though, like, because at one point, like I said, in the second half, they did keep them from getting in the end zone back to back. They had back to back field goals, trying to keep us in the game. Just unfortunate on the offensive end due to the new change. There's a lot of 3 and outs. So like the second half, like they'll get a C, but just like the first half, it's just kind of like, But yeah, overall, I was gonna give him a D overall. Just overall D. Like this is just a D overall. Special teams, yeah. If Nick Pearson would have made that 53-yarder, that would have put the Bengals. It'd have been 21-16 at that one point. Like maybe like it was like in the second, third quarter, been 21-16. If they had corrected all those mistakes, like I said, they could have been right back into the game. They weren't out of the reach of the game. It was like one possession game until they got the second field goal and then the touchdown at the end. So they were still in the game. It just, again, like you guys were saying, I totally agree with the new change. It kind of like put the offense at like standstill, like Brandon Allen was in the game type shit for a moment of time. But it opened up. Like, because Jake is different from Brandon Allen, so I ain't gonna disrespect him like that. But yeah, I agree, man. I definitely agree, man.
Did anybody see like at what point Burrow got this injury? Did they? I mean,
like Mav said, like
when he threw the ball, or what? Did he take a hit before?
All season long, man, his throwing hand's been taking a beat.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like
he just got it all bloodied a few days prior. Shit.
Thanks.
Oh, that was the last game, wasn't
it? Because during the live stream, like when I was watching it, like they had the pregame on, like he looked fine. Like he was throwing, he looked completely fine. Like he looked completely fine. I think it happened once, like he got landed. So I think Roquan Smith, the linebacker, I think landed on him, and then I think that's when it got slight aggravated, but he didn't feel it until the touchdown pass to Mixon. That's when he really felt it. Then he tried to like mess with it.
Stretch and extension went.
Thank you. Yep. And then that's when he went to the sideline, try to do it again. Yo, it was like somebody shot him.
Oh yeah.
Literally, it was like, oh. It's like somebody really sniped him, bro. So it was just like, man.
So I wanna get his quick input before we move on.
Go ahead, bro.
Talking to one of the listeners, and he was kind of like, he feels that Joe Burrow is taking unnecessary hits. Shout out to King James. He feels that Joe Burrow takes unnecessary hits, and tries to be like the superhero. You know, sometimes you got to get rid of the ball. Or throw, you know, Tom Brady used to throw the ball down if he knew he was going to get a hit was coming or something like that. So I just wanted to get y'all thoughts on that. You think Joe takes too many unnecessary hits, too many chances?
You want to go Ray or me?
Yeah, I'll say like this season, yes, but previous seasons, no. Like previous seasons, kind of like he was. I mean, because the offensive, even though we had a bad offensive line, he was still doing great. The Super Bowl year, like he didn't do bad. It was just, it was times where it's like it was constant like 3 and outs, but at least we were more aggressive up front. But that was due to, like me and Mav always agreed to, we had 2 solid running backs to help out, like with moving the chains. So that played a role in the offense of like, you know, developing. Of course, with the tight end as well, you had a solid tight end. But now, where you're trying to figure out the offensive line, going back to basically what Mav said earlier, going back to the offensive line we're at now, they got to figure this shit out because it's like, yeah, definitely he should have better awareness. And yeah, he definitely should get the ball away because I even told you in the Strike Rewind, it was first down. They was like on the 40. And I'm like, yo, like they should run it, but they end up passing it. It's just like, you know, it's just like he ended up just taking the sack. And, you know, and when you take the sack, then you gotta look in the playbook. You gotta open up like, oh, I gotta find a, you know, first and long or, you know, a second and long type play. And the percentage of that, like, you know, excelling is like, bro, it's like literally like 40, like maybe 45% probably, bro. Depending on what personnel you got on that field. But yeah, I mean, in the past, I'll say like no, because he worked well with a shitty ass line. But now, like, you know, minus, you know, Collins being out and we got Jonah Williams now on the right side and it you know, worked well. It seemed like it's working well. Like after the Rams game, it seemed like it's working well, but yeah, there's times I agree. Like he kind of holds the ball a bit too long, but I don't know. That's on Joe. That's just on Joe. Like, that comes down to Joe, man. Like you got to get rid of the ball. Go ahead, Mav.
To put the question into more context, was he talking about it in his professional career as a whole or this season alone?
I believe he's talking about this season.
Just this season. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. You got to remember he was fighting a leg injury the first quarter or so of the season. He couldn't really scramble away the way that he could. You can go all the way as far back, though, through his collegiate career. Burrow has always been the type to make the play happen if the play itself is falling apart. And he has been extremely successful with that, including, you know, in the NFL. A lot of our big plays, especially last season, came on the fly. Not many of them came actually, you know, the pocket play design. But there are times that when he's trying to scramble away, he kind of runs towards where the heavy traffic is coming instead of more so away. And then, of course, when he does run, we're always yelling, slide, you know. So there are some unnecessary hits that he takes and can be avoided, but he's also the type that doesn't care to throw the ball away. He wants to try to make the play happen some way, somehow.
But I'll say this: it definitely falls on the coaches in a way, just due to the plays that's being called. That puts him in that bad situation. Yeah. Because, you know, we know Burrow's a playmaker. Like Maverick said, like it goes all the way back in his college career. He's always been extending the plays. You know, like he's always been A1 with that shit. But I feel like it's the plays that's being called like at that time that makes it seem that way. Yeah. Definitely. Shit, what do you think?
I do agree. I do think that he holds the ball. Like you said, this season, I do think that he has held the ball a little too much. And there are times when I'm like, I know you want to extend the play, but I do fear when he runs. And like you said, he's not sliding. He's taking the hit. How old is Joe Burrow? 20?
I don't know.
26, I think.
26? You ain't going to be able to do that forever. Right. So eventually you're going to have to change up your game plan to be like, all right, I need to get rid of this ball. I'm not trying to take any hits. You're going to get hit in football.
He's 26.
26. But we're saying that now because of the situation that is taking place. Because if we would have won the game and he was still in the game, it's like, oh yeah, whatever,
Yeah.
it happened.
Mhm.
So I think it puts a spotlight on it because he is out. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, come see, come saw, man.
I'm with you. I'm definitely with you. I think now, like since we got the official news that he's going to be out for the remainder of the season, I think the main question is going to be how he's going to come back and overcome from this shit, because
of course
I don't want to compare players, but if we go to the past with our QBs that got hurt, they kind of don't come back the same. Like, Dalton's Dalton with the thumb shit didn't come back the same. Palmer didn't come back the same. Even though this like a minor injury, but it's his throwing hand. So it's just like, all comes down to how he comes back.
There's another quarterback that I had said, I was talking to King James about. I was like, man, it's kind of like Andrew Luck. He took so many hits.
Yeah, man.
Like he has so many injuries, and like I guess it played a part in his mental, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'm not putting Joe Burrow in that category, but you gotta do what's best for you, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. It kind of falls on the coaches with the play calling. Like, yeah, he's a captain. He could, change the play if he wants to, but
right.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna go with what's being told. What's being told. So, but yeah, man. It definitely falls on the coaches, though. It definitely kind of falls on the coaches because, like, you got to protect your franchise QB at all time. And we've been spending so much money, bro, on the line for the last couple years, man. It's just like, and he's still getting banged up. This be his second season out of 4 getting hurt. So right at the Thanksgiving time too. So it's just like, it's definitely unfortunate, but. Like we said earlier, man, the season's not over. Season's not over with, man. Mav said it best. It's next man up. So it's just like, you got to be strong. This league ain't for the weak-hearted.
Right.
Straight up.
This season's not over yet, but take a futuristic look at the NFL script, if you will. Picture just next season. Joe Burrow gets NFL comeback player of the year the second time.
Yep.
Jamar Chase ends up getting MVP. And remember where the Super Bowl is played next year.
New Orleans.
The house that Burrow built.
New Orleans, baby.
Hey, you should be a producer. Write that movie out, man. Go
so, the NFL script, if you will. Hey, when he came back from his last injury.
Yeah. Guns blazing.
Guns blazing, yep.
For sure.
It's up there.
Yes, sir. I was like, oh man, what are you doing?
So you just got to be optimistic and see how everything plays out.
You do. Gotta have an open mind. Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. That's a perfect word. I'm definitely with you on that. You do 1,000%. Anything else to add, man, about Burrow or anything else before we anything about the game? I'm sure we all tired about the game.
Yeah, pretty much it's a wrap for me.
Yeah. I'm with you. I said I feel better as I got that off my chest. Like I said, man, I was fuming on the way home. I'm like, these motherfuckers, man. He is bugging. But here we go, man. Up next, week 12 against the Steelers, 1 p.m. November 26th. What the Bengals got to do to win this game, y'all?
For the Steelers, protect was Jake. I don't know why I want to call it
Browning.
Jake Browning. I want to call him Jack so bad.
Jake Plummer.
Yeah, you got to protect Jake, man.
Yeah, you do.
And stick with it's going to be hard to run on Pittsburgh, I think. But
shit.
we'll have to see what the game plan is going to be because we really don't know. It's up in the air. I don't know how they're going to manage it. I'm praying that this all works out in our favor. Run heavy, I want to say, but I do think it's going to be difficult to run. TJ Watt is not playing, you know what I mean? If he's playing.
Shit. I could see definitely, like, just for the offense standpoint, I could see a lot of different packages being played, like just kind of how we got a glimpse of it, like short period of time in the previous game that we just watched. But I could definitely see more different packages. Probably be seeing the same old packages nonstop. Especially Jake, like he's real mobile. So it's just like I want to be mad seeing a little couple read options in there, here and there, you know, in the goal line situations. So it's like, you know, who knows? We might. I feel like we're going to be surprised. I feel like we're going to be surprised going to this 3-game stretch. I feel like we're going to be all right. They just got to contain. They still got Najee Harris back there, or is it somebody else? The running back.
It's Harris, and they got another guy too that they kind of mix in. They got Warren.
Okay.
Something Warren. I don't know what his first name is.
Okay.
But
yeah, because that's going to play a role too, because like I was telling y'all, like before, our run defense has been kind of looking kind of boo-boo. Yeah, the last couple games. So it's like they're going to have to upgrade on that as well for the defense standpoint. And then for the DBs, if I mean, I'm sure we're going to have Cam Taylor, and then Awuzie is going to be over there. He's got to watch out for George Pickens if he gets the rock, and whoever else they got. But
Johnson.
Yeah, but the defensive line itself, they have to rush Pickett by all means. He is terrible under pressure. Right. He is terrible. They literally close that immediately. This should be. I won't say it'd be an easy game. It's going to be a rough. It's an AFC North game, so it's going to be very physical. Don't get me wrong. So, but it's like they have to win in the trenches. Yeah, like they have to. They have to. They have to. That's just the bottom line of it. Yeah. Go ahead, man.
That you literally just said what my whole statement was. This game, what they have to do to win, it's literally summed up in 3 words: win the trenches. Doesn't matter, both sides of the ball.
Yep.
Offensive line needs to protect. Defensive line needs to be able to stop the run and provide pressure on the quarterback. That's it.
Shit, you might see some trick plays. You might. I'm telling you, like having him right now, I'm telling you, it's like a blessing in disguise. I'm not saying I'm praising the injury. I'm not saying that. It's a blessing in disguise because, like I said, now the offense could finally open up into something that we haven't seen all damn season. We all get tired seeing week after week after week constant 3 and outs.
Well, your main thing is your expectations are now lower.
That too.
And that takes a lot of weight off of their shoulders.
Thank you. Just so you can open up the playbook and just do whatever you want. Thank you. Have fun out there, yo. Thank you, Maverick. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. So it's like, that's it. We're going to be surprised. I believe. I definitely believe. Yeah. Fox, did you give a point yet?
Say that again.
Did you give a statement yet?
Yeah.
All right. And Mav, Mav said you already said what I said. So what's y'all score predictions? With Jake.
I'm going low scoring. 17-14, something like that. You know what I mean?
17-14?
17-14.
Okay, that's fair.
And I am saying the Bengals will win. Just for those who don't know. You know what I mean?
That's fair. Mav.
It's tough. It's a tough score prediction to give here. What you say, 17-14?
17-14.
I kind of like that. I'll go around the route of 24-21.
24-21
situation.
All right. I'm going 2016.
2016.
Yeah, 2016. That's what I'm going. I'll be shocked if it was a high scoring game. I'm telling you, I would be surprised if it turned into like the Super Bowl year we played them the last time and we started out was like 28-0 at halftime or something like that. And they were doing the fucking in the end zone with Mixon doing their little celebration. And it was at 28-0, but I'd be shocked. But yeah, man, they just gotta be in their stuff, man. It's like I said, the way I look at it, this is a brand new season and it starts right now. 0-0. You gotta figure it out. Take one game at a time. It's got to win. It's got to win, you know. Just win. Find a way to win. Even if it's ugly, it's got to find a way to win, man.
Right.
But they got enough time, you know, with this break to figure out a whole new bunch of different stuff they could do. So, yeah, like I said, we're going to be surprised, man. We're going to be surprised. I don't think everybody should panic. No need to panic. Anything else to add on this game? All right, man. We haven't got no around the league results since we was the starter ups of this week. so it's not really no results, but I will give you the games that's being played. So we got the Steelers Browns coming this Sunday, both at 6-3. That's gonna be a major game to watch. I will be tuning in on that. That's at 1:00. Cardinals Texans. Then you got the Titans Jaguars. That's gonna be a good one. Raiders Dolphins, that's definitely going to be a good one. Cowboys, Panthers, Skunk, Bears, Lions. Lions gonna take that in my eyes. Chargers, Packers. Yo, the Chargers don't look that good this year. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but that's just my opinion. Giants. What'd you say?
Who's you talking about? The Chargers?
Yeah, Chargers. Yeah, the Chargers. They're 4-5. They play against the Packers.
That's crazy.
Giants got the Commanders. Buccaneers got the 49ers. Jets versus Bills. Let's see what happens out of that. Like the Bills coming off their little loss too. That's gonna be a good game as well. That's at 425. Seahawks got the Rams, Vikings, Broncos, and your Monday night is the Chiefs versus the Eagles, man. That's definitely gonna be a good game. It's a great week. This would be a great week for football to watch, y'all. In my eyes, definitely a great week. Other than that, man, shouts out to the new subscribers, man. We're sitting at 242, man. The channel keeps growing, man. Keep tuning into the live streams. Definitely appreciate it. Keep supporting us, man. That's it. And definitely shouts out to Dennis. Dennis from Sweden, yo. This dude had me playing in the bar up there on all TVs, he said. Yes. Had me playing in the bar on all TVs. Literally, they were just sitting there watching and listening the whole time. So shouts out to Dennis on that, yo.
Sweet shout out.
Yeah, shouts out to Sweden, yo. Much love. Literally, man. Much love. And we appreciate it over here. Me, Maverick, and Fox, we appreciate it, yo. We definitely appreciate it. Keep spreading the good word, man. Keep sharing with your friends, family members, all that. Also enjoy the holiday break. And by the way, there'll be no new episode coming this week. So I'll see y'all freshly on the live stream. And make sure you hit your notification bell for that. That'll be on, like I said, November 26th. Tune in at 11:30 a.m. The Power Hour starts at noon. Don't be late. Other than that, man, anything else y'all want to add, man? Anything y'all want to add before we get out of here, man? Hope everybody have a safe holidays, man, with the family.
Sure.
We usually do this one gotta go. Mav, you did it the last couple years. So I'm gonna ask you, Fox.
What is it?
All right, I'm gonna name a couple items and just one gotta go forever. And Mav, if you want to join in, that's fine. But we did like last 2 years.
Hey.
I'm good.
All right. So here we go, man. We're gonna start off with the breakfast of Thanksgiving. So you got waffles, pancakes, grits, eggs, sausage, bacon. One's gotta go.
I'm gonna go with the waffle.
For real? You a pancake man?
I'm a pancake man.
Hey, I'm going with the grits, man.
Like grits?
No, I don't like wet sand, man. It's just like wet kitty litter, bro. Y'all eating that wet kitty litter with butter in it, G?
Say if it's made right.
I hear you. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, Maverick. That's a fact. If it's made right, that's a fact.
What you put in your grits?
Who?
Man.
I'm about to say.
I know you don't eat.
You might have say, I look at that shit like a kid, like,
No, I never said I'm good at making it. I just said if it's made right, it's good.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah, man. All right. Now, man. Now you got the main shit. Now we got turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, green bean casserole, cranberry sauce, mac and cheese.
You can stop. You can cranberry sauce for me.
You don't like the cranberry?
I don't like the cranberry sauce. I'm through with that. I look at that junk like, why is it wiggling like that? Get that out of there.
Jello mold over here.
Bro. I mean, it's all right. It's all right. It ain't like a fave, a fave. It's all right. It's definitely all right.
So you'll deal with it?
Yeah. I mean, like this year, like I don't do the turkey thing. That's why I eliminate the turkey. Like I said, we do the barbecue. Yeah, we do barbecue and seafood. We got salmon.
Switch it up. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I always say make your own tradition, man. Make your own tradition. All right. Lastly, the desserts. This is 4 pies, man. Peach cobbler, pecan pie, pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie. One's got to go.
Pumpkin. Yeah, pumpkin for me.
I ain't surprised, man. You a thoroughbred. I ain't surprised. If you would have said sweet potato, I'd have looked at you like, dang.
And I ain't getting rid of peach cobbler. That's not happening.
Yeah, that peach cobbler do smack. Yeah, I might say, yeah, pumpkin pie gotta go. Yeah.
What you got, man?
Oh, for me, pecan. Bye.
Pecan, okay.
Pecan.
That would have been my next one. That would have been.
You got rid of mine.
It's good with ice cream though, man. You put that with that vanilla bean. Woo. Yes, Sirski.
Talking out here.
Yes, Sirski. Put it with that. Put that. I'm telling you, this Thanksgiving, if you listen to this, man, if you haven't tried pecan pie, even wanting to try it, just know how to try it with, man, just take a little slice like this, yes, sir, like that.
That slice and throw it in the trash.
Oh, this guy. Take a slice like this, man. Put that vanilla bean on it. Yeah, man. Telling you, man, you be in the living room dancing, eating that shit. No joke. No
or
joke.
Bathroom throwing up.
Yeah, that's that grits. That grits right my ass throwing up. You ever swallowing that kitty litter, man? But yeah, man, we just joshing over here, y'all, man. But yeah, man, that's all we got for y'all today, man. Have a safe holiday, man. God bless everybody, man. That is episode 63, Scary Hours. I'm gonna give y'all a hooday.
Yes, sir.
Hooday.
Hooday.
Hooday, baby. We love y'all. We out. See you on Sunday. Peace.